The top stories for the hour: regional review of the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration kicks off in Addis Ababa. And members of the House of People's Representatives stress Ethiopia's determination to strengthen relations with neighbors. Greetings and welcome to EBC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. I'm Hikma Tamam with the news for the hour. To stay with us. The report spread by certain media outlets, including Egypt Independent, was reporting that there may be an earthquake around the Ethiopian Grand Renaissance Dam is completely wrong, the Ethiopian Geological Institute revealed. The institute revealed that there is no geological evidence that an earthquake might occur in the vicinity of the GERD. According to the Director General of the Ethiopian Geological Institute, Ijera Tesfaye, the recent earthquake that occurred in Ethiopia at a location known as Fantal, some 150 kilometers away from Addis Ababa, and recorded at 4.9 on the Richter scale, is considered to be a minor earthquake. Following this occurrence, certain media outlets such as Egypt Independent spread false information implying that there is a risk of earthquake in the vicinity of the GERD. The Director General of the Ethiopian Geological Institute told Ethiopian news agency that the report circulated by these media outlets claiming that GERD is at risk of earthquake is a complete fabrication. He mentioned GERD is situated several kilometers away from the Rift Valley, adding that during the construction of the project, a thorough study was carried out to assess the potential risks of earthquakes, and the study indicated GERD is not at risk and situated in a better location. It has been common for some media outlets such as Egypt Independent to spread such baseless information on the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. Some members of the House of People's Representatives underscored Ethiopia is committed to strengthening its relationship with neighboring countries. Speaking to Ethiopian news agency following the swearing-in of the Ethiopian President Taye Asqeselase, a member of the House of People's Representatives, Dina Mufti, said the government seeks to strengthen relationship with the neighboring countries. He also added that the very purpose of the formation of IGAD is to strengthen relationship with neighboring countries.
We do have an interest in strengthening our relationship with the neighboring countries. We share a lot with the neighboring countries. We share similar people, similar culture and faith, and so we have to work with them. The formation of IGAD, the very purpose of formation of IGAD is actually to strengthen the relationship with the neighboring countries. So Ethiopia, by the same token, will work in the coming time to further strengthen this relationship in economic, political, social and cultural spheres. This is in the interest of Ethiopia, this is interest of the neighboring countries as well, this is interest of Africa and the rest of the world as well. So we'll work on that.
Member of the Parliament further pointed out that among the many interests of the country, securing access to the sea through a give-and-take approach is crucial for Ethiopia.
Access to sea is actually in the national interest of Ethiopia. We need an access because Ethiopia import-export will increase and we need more ports and port access. This is our natural right as well. But Ethiopia wants to have an access to ports through peaceful means, through dialogue, through give and take. There is no doing anything wrong to the neighboring countries, and Ethiopia is not in the interest of encroaching others or enforcing on others this power. This will be done peacefully.
Another member of the parliament, Kamal Hashi, pointed out on his part that Ethiopia is following a mutually beneficial strategy in its efforts to ensure development and in its political moves. Describing Ethiopia as a great country in the Horn of Africa, he added that its people are intertwined with all the people in the neighboring countries. Take a look.
Ethiopia is following a very mutual benefit strategy in any effort to take us, be it a development or be it a political move. Its focus is to make sure that all neighboring countries have of mutual concern and benefit towards any step it takes. Ethiopia is a great country in the Horn of Africa. We're a country of more than 120 millions. We almost have all communities, groups that live in the neighboring countries, and you could simply say that all neighboring countries have their own representation in Ethiopia, be it in terms of ethnicity or religion. We're all more connected, so any instability that happens in the neighboring countries will affect what is going on in Sudan, will affect our Ethiopia through the regions that shares border with Sudan. They are the same community, the same culture, the same works with Somalia or any other neighboring country. So, and as you know that this is a very highly changing period of the world, so silence is not an option. So any bad thing that happens in every country, you're not sure how it comes to you. So this is in concern of the stability of the country itself, that we worry a lot about neighboring countries and want to make sure that peace is there and peace is here as well.
It looks like going over the edge. Imagine that. This is the very start of where that waterfall starts to really go. And now this is the other. This is maps showing you around when you first get in. And then there's a...
Somehow I am at the biggest Garawal. Completely by luck, over 3.
Welcome back. Moving on to other news, the second regional review of the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration has officially kicked off, gathering key stakeholders to enhance international cooperation on migration. The conference, aimed at addressing the full spectrum of migration issues, features prominent speakers advocating for policies that support free movement and social protection for migrants. Amy Pop of the International Organization for Migration highlighted the importance of data and understanding migration role in development, while Minata Samit from the African Union urged member states to ratify agreements facilitating the free movement of people. Johannes Ventahun reports.
The second regional review of the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration has officially commenced in Addis Ababa, bringing together key stakeholders to discuss and enhance international cooperation on migration. Adopted by the United Nations in 2018, the GCM serves as a comprehensive framework addressing all dimensions of migration, from root causes to its far-reaching impacts. The conference features prominent speakers who are at the forefront of migration policy and practice.
To address migration's challenges.
In his opening remarks, Claver Gatete, Under-Secretary General and Executive Secretary for the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, emphasized the critical need for free movement of African professionals, highlighting its potential to enhance economic growth and social cohesion across the continent.
Migration has historically been a catalyst for development, fueling economic growth, advancing innovation, and building modern states. However, for Africa to fully realize its benefits, we must actively address the barriers impeding its positive impact. Africa's migration landscape is indeed complex, shaped by diverse factors, including financial constraints and the climate crisis, challenges that in many cases are not of the continent's making.
Ami Pope, Director General for International Organization for Migration and coordinator of the United Nations Network on Migration, for her part focused on best practices for leveraging the positive aspect of migration. She outlined priorities aimed at saving lives and underscored the importance of data in providing clear image of migration and migrants' condition globally.
In Africa today, more than 85% of employed people work in the informal sector. And that is a place where movement is quite common and where movement is existing outside of traditional structures. So thinking about how we capture what's happening already, how we use what we know to be migratory patterns, how we strengthen labor migration frameworks, including through bilateral agreements so that we can safeguard migrant worker rights, will be essential to making progress here. And there are some really good examples that we need to highlight and call out. So one is here in East and Southern Africa, where interregional migration is already being driven by the demand for high and low-skilled workers. So the EAC Common Market Protocol provides for the free movement of labor, and it's driving progress on migration governance in this region.
Minata Samata Sesuma, Commissioner for Health, Humanitarian Affairs and Social Development of the African Union Commission, also discussed the African Union's commitment to addressing migratory challenges, urging member states to ratify agreements facilitating the free movement of people and goods. Welcoming the participants, Ethiopia's Minister of Justice and head of Ethiopia's Coalition Partnership for Migration, Gideon Timotheus, expressed Ethiopia's efforts in implementing the principles of the Global Compact for safe, orderly and regular migration.
Ethiopia formally launched the implementation of GSAM in 2019. In the same year, the government of Ethiopia identified priorities from the 23 objectives of the GSAM and selected 10 priority objectives in line with its national priorities to accelerate progress in the implementation of the compact. This was followed up with actual implementation through mainstreaming the priorities into national policies and programs in conjunction with SDGs. In 2020, Ethiopia became the first champion country of the GSAM in the Horn of Africa region.
The second regional review aims to foster dialogue and generate actionable solutions to improve the lives of migrants and host communities alike.
Farmers in East Shawa zone of Oromia region say livelihood has improved following Farm Africa's intervention, which helped them harness potential resources properly. They expressed that adopting climate-smart agriculture enabled them not only achieving food self-sufficiency, but also gaining nutritious food and generating additional income. Goshu Melliso has more on that.
Farmer Gammada Gude and his wife Chali Gammade reside in Desta Bijata Kabale in East Shawa zone of the Oromia region. Despite the area has been hit by a drought, it has significant groundwater potential. The couple said that their lives have been improved due to the adoption of climate-smart agriculture supported by Farm Africa and the use of drought-resistant seeds.
Farm Africa has provided us an electric pump and various seeds. This land was previously used for grazing, but after plowing, we are now planting cabbage, sweet potatoes, papaya, avocado and coffee, yielding a good harvest. Previously, we had to buy vegetables, but now we can use everything from our backyard. Accessing water from our backyard has saved us the time spent searching for water far away, and our cattle are also getting water.
In the past, when we wanted cabbage, we had to buy it. Now we use everything from our garden and are self-sufficient in food. My children are eating nutritious meals. I only buy oil and salt from the market. For other purchases, I use the money we earn from selling our
The Farm Africa project coordinator stated that the electric pump has made their lives easier. As a result, they have shifted their feeding practices from relying on single food items to a more diverse diet.
Before the project intervention, they have no capacity to exploit this water from the underground water or shallow water well. But after the project intervention, the project supported them through this electrical pump. Then all things are easy for them. They cultivate different kinds of vegetable and the fruits. Therefore, their household food diversity also increased. Before the project intervention, they maybe bought all kinds of food items from the market. Therefore, indirectly, this also secures their economic status.
He also emphasized that renewable energy water pump technologies are crucial for implementing climate-smart agriculture and reducing costs.
We are working not only on electrical pump, we are working also on solar pump. We have so many solar pump, around 45, supported by the project for the community. This is also additional support for the community. Therefore, such kinds of this renewable water pumping technology is important for us, for the beneficiaries, because due to the climate change, the impacts of this diesel pump is high. Therefore, it is not recommended at this time. Therefore, we have so many support. Even we have distributed, so far we distributed around 21 electrical pump for the community.
Farm Africa has a plan to replicate this experience to other localities to ensure farmers benefit. It will learned. Farmers in the other localities noted that improved seeds, including bananas, are transforming their lives.
And now, before I go, a recap of the top stories once again. Regional review of the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration kicks off in Addis Ababa. And members of the House of People's Representatives stress Ethiopia's determination to strengthen relations with neighbors. Well, that's it for now. You have been watching ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. I was Hikmat Alam with the news for the hour. Do stay tuned in for more programs of ABC World. Goodbye.